One of the new additions that was discussed at the press briefing and was talked about today was the addition of the football club. So could you get into a little bit of detail about what it's going to be like?
Definitely. So we're kicking it off with FIFA 12 with no additional cost. What it essentially is you will create a profile that will stay with you for the future of your kind of gaming with FIFA and with EA Sports football titles. And essentially you create yourself. Everything that you do in FIFA is now important and has context. The reason being, we wanted to kind of put a heartbeat into it, and that's what the club becomes. So every game you play, every action you take, everything you do, you will earn experience points. They'll go to you, you'll level up based on how many experience points you get, and you'll be able to compare that against your friends and also against the rest of the world. We'll be surfacing news and information about the progress of your friends within your game, and they'll see progress obviously about you too. And then if you go onto easportsfootball.com, there's surfacing even more stuff there, and you can push it onto Facebook, etc. The cooler part about it though is, whilst competition between you and your friends is great, there's also natural rivalries and collaborations within the real world of football as well. So you'll be able to pledge your allegiance to the club that you support, and then every game that you play, everything that you do in the game won't just be about you and your success, but you'll be creating a contribution to a giant pot for the team that you support. So I'm a Leicester City fan. Every game that I play, XP for me, and XP goes into a pot for the week for Leicester City, along with all the other Leicester City fans, and then based on an average score of skill and commitment based on that XP contribution, we'll be moving teams up and down the table throughout the week, and at the end of the week the season ends, you'll see teams promoted and relegated based on the real world of football. So imagine it as a kind of constantly changing, very dynamic kind of meta game around the real world of FIFA. And talking of things like that, you know, we wanted to create this live service. We'll be ripping stuff from the real world of football, introducing it into the game in the form of challenges throughout the seasons to say, hey, you're Blackpool, avoid relegation, you're 2-1 up, survive the Man United onslaught, as an example. So we're going to take inspiration from the real world and push it in. So it's about you, your progress and your friends, global leaderboards, support your club, and also challenges and things like that.
One of the other things that I found really interesting at the press briefing was there was a lot of players were saying we kind of use these as training devices now. Yeah, we have a pretty interesting relationship with football, and it's becoming more and more apparent. You know, I kind of am a lifelong footy fan or soccer fan, and watch a lot of it, and what I do for a living, I kind of look to the real world and take inspiration and put it into the game along with all my amazing team back in Vancouver. At the same time, it turns out that football players are either using it to relax after a game or relive moments. We've got some great footage of Lescott and Rooney saying they had a game after the Man City-Man United match to kind of relive the game that they just played, both of them claiming that they won the game. So there's this kind of interesting reciprocal relationship, which is really cool. And at the same time, you know, coaches or trainers of different clubs actually using it to look at players, see whether they're left or right footed, that kind of stuff, and teach tactics and training drills to their players, which is pretty phenomenal and something, you know, as a gamer and as a football fan, you can't even imagine. I think it would be interesting if someone won the World Cup or won the Premier League and said, it was from FIFA, FIFA 12.
That would be really cool.